Welcome back to Reds Fusion LFC. Big updates today, Reds. Alexis Mac Allister's issue is finally cleared. But Arne Slot has 7 players giving him real worries. Meanwhile, Marc Guehi drops a fresh transfer hint while on England duty, and Ibrahima Konaté's new agreement has Liverpool fans talking. Plus, Gerrard could be closer than ever to his next managerial job, and Konate couldn't resist teasing Saliba with an Arsenal trophy jibe. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay updated with every twist and turn in the transfer window. Alexis Mac Allister issue now clear as 7 Liverpool players give Arne Slot serious worry. How Liverpool's players have been rated by the Echo so far this season, with Federico Chiesa, Mohamed Salah, and Alexis Mac Allister causing a stir. Well, that wasn't very good. While Liverpool stand just a point adrift of Arsenal in the early Premier League standings and are through to the last 16 of the League Cup while making a steady start to the Champions League, the performances of Arne Slot's side have overall left something to be desired, and that is very much prevalent in how so many individuals have struggled to get anywhere near their best for a variety of reasons. With the difficulties of most of the new signings, adjusting to new roles and methods, having been apparent, the Echo has rated Liverpool's squad throughout the 11 games they have played in all competitions this season, marking them out of 10 for every appearance in which they played for at least 15 minutes. The men who have impressed it will come as a surprise to absolutely nobody to discover Dominik Szoboszlai, 7'10", is leading the way, primarily on the strength of his performances as a makeshift right-back. Nor is it a shock Alisson Becker, 6'78", is next in line. With the goalkeeper's recent injury a major blow to Liverpool given his importance to the side. However, that Federico Chiesa, 6'67", also registers highly, admittedly on the strength of far fewer games, indicates the impact the Italian has been making during the opening weeks. Ryan Gravenberch, 6'63", missed the first 2 games but was impressive against Everton in particular, while Hugo Ekitike, 6'50", is the only one of the new signings to hit the ground running. Best of the rest, Curtis Jones, 6'44", has been consistent, rather than spectacular, and perhaps merits a run in the side. Virgil van Dijk, 6'40", shown at Newcastle United, and that Andy Robertson, 6'40", has been relatively decent indicates he may be the best bet at left-back right now. The start of Florian Wirtz, 6'4", hasn't quite been as bad as some observers have made out, although the lack of goals and just 1 assist indicates there is much more to come. And Cody Gakpo, 6'0", is another to not exactly be anywhere near top form, but capable of punching in solid showings on the left with the occasional goal contribution, such as at Chelsea on Saturday. Must do better that there are so many players to perform below the starting average mark of 6, and that most are considered regular starters, underlines just why Liverpool have been way off. It's so far this season, Connor Bradley, 5'88", is still playing catch-up after missing part of preseason through injury, while fellow right-back Jeremy Frimpong, 5'83", has had his own fitness issues while attempting to adapt to new surrounds. A major concern has been Mohamed Salah, 5'80", who, while providing 3 goals and 3 assists, has only intermittently shown and spent far too much time making negligible difference to the attack. Alexander Isak, 5'67", at least has the excuse of a lack of preseason and trying to find his feet in a new-look team, but Ibrahima Konaté, at 5'60", has merely continued his wildly contrasting form of the closing months of the previous campaign. Milos Kerkez, 5'50", was far too eager to impress in the opening weeks, and his confidence has been badly affected as a consequence. But the worst performer has been Alexis Mac Allister, 5'44", who clearly is nowhere near fully fit after his fitness worries of the last 6 months, and has too often watched games pass him by in midfield. Of those who haven't quite played enough games so far this season to be included in the rankings, Rio Ngumoha, 7'33", scores highly on the basis of top marks for his winner at Newcastle. Georgi Mamardashvili, 6'67", has shown promise for his stint in goal. Joe Gomez, 6'33", probably deserves more minutes, and Wataru Endo, 5'75", hasn't really had chance to get going. Marc Guehi sends fresh Liverpool transfer message, while with England after latest rumors, Crystal Palace centre-back, Marc Guehi is set to feature for England over the international break, just a couple of months after a transfer to Liverpool fell through. Liverpool transfer target Marc Guehi has stated that he is not focusing on his future, despite speculation surrounding its potential location. Fresh reports have linked the defender with moves to top European clubs such as Barcelona and Real Madrid. The centre-back was close to making a deadline day move to Liverpool in the summer. But Crystal Palace pulled the plug on a deal after failing to find a replacement in time. Guehi has continued to play and wear the captain's armband for the Eagles. He is out of contract at Selhurst Park at the end of the season and is not expected to sign a new deal, meaning he will be available on a free transfer, while speculation on his next destination continues to circulate. The Reds continue to be linked with a move, but the latest reports suggest that they could be behind Bayern Munich, Barcelona and Real Madrid in the race. It is added that Palace are preparing for the player's departure, either in the January window or in the summer. Guehi is currently on international duty with England and could feature in both the friendly against Wales on Thursday night and the World Cup qualifier away at Latvia next Tuesday. Ahead of those games, Guehi was asked about the importance of getting his own personal future sorted. "For me, it doesn't matter," he said. "As long as I'm playing well for Palace, there is an opportunity for me to be here. Whether it's sorted or not, it doesn't matter for me. Personally, I don't know if I can think that far ahead. I like to just take it step by step, and that is just focusing on the games that I have at Palace and any upcoming opportunities I have here." Liverpool are likely to be keeping an eye on Guehi over the international break, although their plans ahead of the January window are still to be seen. Arne Slot may have concerns over his centre-back options, with summer signing Giovanni Leone a long-term absentee with a serious knee injury. There are also concerns over the fitness of Ibrahima Konaté. It's been revealed that the defender is not currently training with the France team after limping off shortly after half-time in last weekend's defeat to Chelsea. Ibrahima Konaté agreement reached as Liverpool sent clear warning. He'll get it now. Liverpool defender Ibrahima Konaté has come under fire for his performances this season as he enters the final 6 months of his current deal. With the threat of Real Madrid looming large, former Premier League defenders Conor Coady and Rio Ferdinand have rushed to defend Liverpool's Ibrahima Konaté. The central defensive pairing have dismissed the Frenchman's form after coming in for criticism already this season. Arne Slot's side have been thrust under the microscope after their Premier League title defense took a wobble in the last 7 days. However, the performances of Konate have been one of the main talking points throughout the season, with Liverpool looking unconvincing defensively. Despite winning their first 5, the 26-year-old is out of contract next summer, and the Reds face a similar predicament to the one that saw Trent Alexander-Arnold leave under a cloud after joining Real Madrid. Los Blancos have been long-standing suitors for the former RB Leipzig stopper, and the speculation has suggested Xabi Alonso's side could look to exploit the free agency market once again amid the ongoing uncertainty surrounding his future at Liverpool. Konate has endured indifferent form so far this term. He bounced back with solid displays against Arsenal and Everton, but come under fire for errors during the Bournemouth, Newcastle United, and Galatasaray contests. Ferdinand has claimed that due to the ongoing rumors surrounding a move to Madrid, Konate is becoming the scapegoat due to the uncertainty around his future. "There's no way that Konate has a bad performance last season and he's getting the headline treatment," he said. "It's only because of the interest from Real Madrid, and there's going to be disgruntled fans and people in the media that support Liverpool who are going to now start pointing the finger and blaming him. Or, whenever there's a little mistake here, and if there's blame to be put between two people, he'll probably get it now because of that situation." Defensively, Liverpool have been poor so far this season, and their late flurry of goals has been turned around by conceding late. In each of their last 2 Premier League matches, the champions have come from behind to level proceedings, but losing out in stoppage time as Estevao Williams' strike mimicked Eddie Nketiah's late effort. 7 days earlier, fresh scrutiny has been placed on new defensive arrivals Jeremy Frimpong and Milos Kerkez, while Connor Bradley has also endured a dip in form. Cody argued that Konaté's mishaps and negative displays are down to a lack of protection from his right-sided partners, the former Liverpool and Everton. Defender said, "I look from a center-back's point of view, and Konate is getting a bit of stick at the start of the season. Let's be honest. But you've got to remember he has got to play a different way now. What I mean by that is that he's having to defend in the channel now because Frimpong or Connor Bradley are out of position or Szoboszlai is out of midfield. They exploited that channel and Konate has got to go out and defend, and I'm telling you now, from a center-back's point of view, you do not want to go out there and defend as a right-back. It's hard. There's a reason you're not out there. You're not quick enough. Trent would go into midfield, but I always thought he was there. He got a lot of stick for his defending, but now there's no fullback in position, and whenever the ball is in transition, the space is vacated, so Konate is having to defend in the channel with a massive space. I'm telling you now, no center-back wants to defend there, and there's a reason you play center-back and not right-back." Steven Gerrard, closer than ever to return to managerial job former, Liverpool captain Steven Gerrard seems poised to take the Rangers job for a second stint. After a pair of failed managerial gigs over the last 4 years, Steven Gerrard's managerial career hasn't gone to plan since he left Rangers in 2021 to take the vacant Aston Villa position. After a turbulent year in the Premier League, the former Liverpool captain spent a year and a half in Saudi Arabia at Al Ettifaq. Now, Gerrard is set for a return to Rangers after the club sacked first-year coach Russell Martin less than a few months into his appointment. Italian football insider Fabrizio Romano confirmed the move on X. Gerrard's return to Rangers is closer than ever, with talks advancing and set to continue this week. Positive initial discussions in the last 24 hours and Rangers hierarchy set to meet with Gerrard to discuss further details. Romano wrote, Gerrard first landed at Rangers in 2018 after a stint with the Liverpool U18s. He imported a few ex-Liverpool youngsters to invigorate the influx from the Scottish side. By 2021, Gerrard helped Rangers end Celtic's stranglehold on Scottish football, preventing Celtic from capturing a 10th straight title by claiming the crown himself. After achieving a 64.8% winning percentage in Scotland, winning the 2021 PFGA Scotland Manager of the Year and 7 Manager of the Month honors, Gerrard's record slumped to 32.5%. With Aston Villa and 39% with Al Ettifaq. There's a part of me that still feels that there's a bit of unfinished business. In terms of wanting to go in and face another couple of exciting challenges, Gerrard told Rio Ferdinand recently on a podcast, but I want a certain type of challenge. If in an ideal world they become available, I'll jump at them. If they don't, I won't go back in. I want to be on a team that's going to compete to win, because I think that suits me better. Ex-Rangers midfielder Ryan Jack hopes the move can get finalized. If the club can convince him to come back, and he can go and get hold of the changing room, get the staff and the fans behind the club, then I think it would be a great appointment, he said. Rangers brought in a host of talent over the summer, including Tottenham loanee Mikey Moore, Sheffield Wednesday midfielder Jadey Gassama, Everton forward Josef Chermady, Luton midfielder Thilo Osgaard, and others. In the summer, the side sold Hamza Igamani, Cyril Desires, Ridvan Yilmaz, Jefte, and others. James Tavernier starred under Gerrard during his first tenure with the club and still looms. Liverpool star Ibrahima Konaté teases William Saliba with Arsenal trophy jibe. Liverpool and Arsenal are fighting one another for the Premier League title. And despite being on international duty together, France's Ibrahima Konaté and William Saliba have done some verbal sparring. Liverpool star Ibrahima Konaté was caught teasing Arsenal's William Saliba in a lighthearted exchange about the Premier League title race. Arsenal are currently top of the table, 1 point ahead of reigning champions Liverpool, who've suffered back-to-back defeats to surrender their grip on first place. But the battle is on hold during the international break. Konate and Saliba both play for France, so they've had to put their club's rivalry aside for a short period. But that didn't stop the Liverpool center-back from pulling Saliba's leg in a moment filmed by the French national team's social media staff. It started when Konate was asked by a fan to sign a photo of him holding the Premier League trophy from back in May of this year. "Hey, Wheelo, it's you, right?" Konate joked. No, it's you for this year," Saliba replied. Konate responded by saying, "It's for you this year," to which the Arsenal defender quipped, "No, it's Liverpool again. We have to put pressure on them." Saliba has been talking about Konate in the media this week, as the latter suffered an injury during Liverpool's 2-1 loss to Chelsea on Saturday. "He hasn't been training because he has some minor injuries," Saliba told a press conference. "I hope he'll be back soon, but I don't know anymore." Earlier this week, France manager Didier Deschamps suggested that Konate's issue was merely fatigue, saying, "There are still injuries. I don't have any additional information. We'll have an update when the players arrive." The observation is that for the vast majority, they arrive tired. They arrive from 1 week to 3 matches. I will have to spread out the playing time more than in September. They are all fit to play. Who'll win the Premier League title? Give us your prediction in the comments section. Konate and Saliba have the shared goal of winning the 2026 World Cup, and it could be a summer of change for one of them. While Saliba is tied down at Arsenal for another 5 years after recently signing an extension, Konate has entered the final year of his contract with Liverpool and is on course to leave on a free transfer amid interest from Real Madrid. "I feel proud of myself because I first signed in 2019. And now in 2025, I'm still here to extend my contract," he said. "I'm so happy. I feel at home. We have a good team, we have a good squad, we have good staff. The coach is perfect for me, so it's the best place to be. I enjoy every day when I have the chance to wear this shirt. I try to give everything, and now I'll give even more to this club and to the fans. The boss is one of the best coaches in the world. He has helped me a lot, him and his staff, so I'm so happy to have them as a coach. I'm 24 now, and I think I haven't reached my peak. I have a lot of things to improve, a lot of things to give to this team, and I know that the coach and the staff will help me to become the best or one of the best defenders in the world and win trophies.